Wowzer. 11 o'clock on Monday morning. And Stewie, I'm coming home. Isn't there a song like that? I don't sound like Ozzy Osbourne, now do I? Stewie, I'm coming home. I don't know the rest of the words. Anyway, I got out of there holding macaroni. I'm all got stickered up here. Got me out of there fairly quick, I guess. I had breakfast and then I had to have another dose of the IV antibiotic. That took an hour and a half because the stupid thing the alarm kept going off, and I had to keep calling them in there. And then she said, well, I'll try and flush it. And here it was leaking. That was leaking, so it was in my hand. Then they had to put it over here. So that took 2 hours. It should have took an hour, but that's all right. They tried. Wasn't their fault, really, I guess. So then they got me signed the papers, and the girl got me a wheelchair and wheeled me and my walker out right to the door of my van. So now I'm on my way home. I'm gonna make one stop at Minute Mart on my way home, just to grab a quick drink, coffee, so I don't have to make coffee when I get home, so I can cuddle up to Stewie, because I haven't seen Stewie in 5 days. And it's starting to rain, sprinkle. It's supposed to rain. See, this morning they're getting rain. Everybody up towards Connecticut way, I guess, getting flooded out. So I don't know. I got some viewers up that way. Prayers for that. Seems like we're always sending prayers somewhere, aren't we? Texas or Connecticut or California or Montana or wherever. Anyway, oh boy, I'm a scruffy mess. I've had the same clothes on now for 5 days. They have the gowns there, but the stupid gowns. Somebody decided to redesign them to make them better. And they put snaps up here instead of, they used to be just sewn, and then you tie them in the back. Now they have snaps up here, and they never stay snapped. As soon as you put them on and stand up, the snaps come undone and they fall off. So I just stayed in my regular clothes, my nice shirt that I had. And I didn't get to shave or anything, so I'll have to do that when I get home. Take a shower. I just have that incision right here. They said it was okay to shower. And then they gave me, oh boy, look at here, tree trimming. So they have to, they gave me, I have to go to my, they're going to call in a prescription of the same antibiotics I was taking as an IV, but it's going to be an oral. So I'll have to pick that up. They didn't call me and say it was ready yet. So, I don't know. Tomorrow, maybe. I think I had enough dose for IVs for today. And I got to take whatever they, I know. Take all of them, all that stuff. Then Wednesday I go to my family doctor, which was just an appointment that I already had made before this all started. So she can make sure that's okay. And then Thursday or Friday, I forget which day, I got to go back to the appointment, 8 o'clock in the morning. to my surgeon that did this deal. 8 o'clock in the morning. I think it's Thursday morning. So, anyway, I feel like a ball of fire because I've been doing nothing but sitting around and dozing off for 5 days. Oh, I'm glad to get out of there. And they said it was a close one. You know, I got there just in time. And it's not that I was neglecting it. I know it's not that I wasn't taking care of it. When I got the toothache right away, I got that swelling and I thought, well, it was a lymph node. And it was, that's what it seemed like. And then, as soon as it started to get big and hard like that, and it moved over, I was afraid. What made me go to the ER was I was afraid it was going to cut off my airway. And he said it could possibly have done that. That I got there just in time. So, I never told my mother. I talked to her yesterday on the phone. I felt bad for not telling her, but, it's not fun to hold something from your mother. But she's got enough trouble. They have them confined. She's confined to her room in the nursing home because of the Wuhan wiggle. So I didn't want to upset her. And everything went okay. We talked for a while and she didn't know any differently. I just told her I was home watching TV. Anyway, so it looks like it's going to rain. I said that already. And we're on Mountain Run Road here heading home. I always like to take Mountain Run Road just to get away from the traffic. So I had a pretty good breakfast this morning too. Scrambled eggs. And then there was these crepes. And they had like cheese on them. And blueberry sauce on top. With actual blueberries. It was pretty good, really. I have to make that at home. Sometimes I make crepes at home. But these were good. And I had a coffee. And they only brought me one, so I told the nurse. She went and got me another one, so I had 2 coffees, scrambled eggs, and those 2 crepes with blueberries. And that was pretty good breakfast. Their food's not bad, actually, at the hospital. It's a whole big improvement over, when I was a little kid, I remember. But they do an alright job with food. These days, the eggs are good. I think they're instant, probably powdered eggs, but they're pretty good. And coffee is good. It's decaf, which is what I should start drinking, but it's so much more expensive. And like I said, it's supposed to rain all day today. And it's just now starting to sprinkle. Stewie, I'm coming home. Oh, crap. Ozzy Osbourne. I wonder what Stewie will do when I get home. She usually comes running to the door when I come home. Maybe now she'll just shrug me off and say, "Where you been all this time?" she'll think I have another kitty. She might think I have another kitty somewhere and be mad at me. Now it's so, I wish you could see this. Sunshine and beautiful, beautiful sunshine, but it's raining. You know, there's where that tree was down. I'm gonna flip you around because this sunshine is really nice. Hold on. I don't know if you can see how pretty this is. The sun shining down through the trees, and it was sprinkling a little bit, now it's quit. But it sure is beautiful. Beautiful. Oh, I feel good. I'm gonna get home and I'm gonna cozy up to Stewie for a while and drink a coffee. Probably scratch her on the head, scratch her back, relax for a little bit, have a coffee, and then I'll get the old electric razor out, shave, then take a shower, put some clean clothes on. And then I don't know what I'll do. Sit out on the porch with Stewie. I don't have any restrictions on what I can do. I mean, I never really was sick or anything. You know, I never felt bad. I just had that thing in my neck there. But as far as getting sick, I never was. But I was getting pretty itchy to get the heck out of there. You know, I had quite a few different nurses. And you know, there was so many nurses I had that were not American. In fact, one nurse this morning, she told me she was from Chile. And I had another RN that she didn't tell me where she was from, but I suspect she was Jamaican maybe, or Haitian. And she was a traveling nurse. She said she lived in Pittsburgh, but she traveled. I guess there's a lot of that now, traveling nurses. There was a few of them there. Surprising how many. I mean, some of them were pretty hard to understand. You know, don't speak English so good. But they were good nurses. I don't understand why they don't. I guess a shortage of nurses, especially RNs. But they were all nice. So, my doctor, he's an American. There's an awful lot of foreign doctors, but the doctor I had was American. Not that I'm complaining, I don't make any difference to me, but I'm just saying facts. Facts are facts. A lot of foreign doctors in our hospital, a lot of foreign nurses, a lot of traveling nurses. The one I had said she lives in Pittsburgh and she works down here about 4 days a week. She stays in a hotel here in town. So anyhow, as I always say, I'm just talking away. Now it's getting dark, like it's going to rain again. Funny day. We had one heck of a storm. Not last night, but the night before. Had a nice view out my window. I was on the 4th floor. Lots and lots of lightning and pouring down rain. I took some nice pictures out the window. Kind of artsy kind of pictures. They look nice. And here it's dry. Now back there it looked wet, like it rained. And oh, what a funny day. It's only 11 o'clock in the morning. Well, my son was stopping in every day to feed Stewie and make sure she had water. And he probably, I don't know if he even got to see her, because Stewie runs and hides even when my son is there. So I'm not sure if he even got to see her, scratch her on the head or nothing. I don't know. He didn't say. He just said he stopped and made sure she had water and food. And this is the first time I've been away from Stewie that long. I did mention that I went camping. When I first got Stewie, for 3 years in a row, I went camping up in New York for the weekend. So I was gone for Friday, Saturday, Sunday. And she did all right by herself. She was a little kitty then. Of course, we weren't so attached as we are now. So I'll be glad to see her. Boy, they're cutting wood along here. I don't know what's going on. They must have had another storm. Trees down, branches down. Looks like they're piling up some dirt there to hold back the water. Like I said, it's supposed to rain today, and we don't have, our ground is pretty saturated, so it's not going to take much rain to put us into another flood situation. Crazy weather. Down into Penfield. I'm gonna stop. Oh boy. I'm gonna stop at the Minute Mart for one quick coffee, and then I'm gonna head home. I want to get a coffee because I just want to go in the house with a coffee, sit down, fuss over Stewie a little bit, and not have to worry about making a coffee. Not that I worry about making anything. I mean, I don't have to take the time to make a coffee. So, that's that. So that's my Monday report, I guess. Thanks all of you again for all the thoughts and prayers. I really enjoyed having something to read when I was in the when I was in the hospital reading all your comments. I couldn't respond to all of them like I wanted to, but I enjoyed reading them all and very appreciative for all the thoughts and prayers and nice words. Okay. I'll be quiet now. Stay frosty. Dale out.